Oh my god, there's just like a little baby hair just saying hey. Well, hello there. If you notice that I'm wearing the same thing as day 3 of VEDA, it's because it's still Thursday. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I love, that I'm very passionate about. One of the reasons I wanted to start a YouTube channel is to kind of share my interests with the world. Really, at the end of the day, that's what most people on YouTube are doing, is just creating a community around something that they love. And while I'm interested in probably a little bit too much, one of my biggest interests is hosting. By hosting, I mean like party planning, but like on a very small scale, inviting people over for dinner or for lunch or for brunch or whatever, and just putting together a perfect little home entertainment type of party. Maybe not perfect, but a really fun home entertainment get together. So today I'm going to share with you a few of the books that I've accumulated over the years, because I love books, that talk about some form of hosting, whether it's like the whole big picture or games or cocktail creation, which is another interest of mine. I love making cocktail recipes. We'll get into that into another video sometime. But yeah, let's go look at this collection of mine. Okay, so please excuse my lamb chops. I tried to keep the bulk of them on this level here. And as you can see, they're all food, entertainment, wine, not this, that should be somewhere else, etc. related, with the exception of a couple like this, which is Dita Von Teese's Your Beauty Mark. Love this book. And then this doesn't belong there. This is actually a book from my first bachelor's degree, which, yes, it was in hospitality. I kept this book because I found it interesting and useful. I'm gonna pull out a couple of my favorites. So one favorite is this one. This is my absolute favorite. What's a hostess to do? And seriously, it's probably the most comprehensive guide if you want to like make hosting a regular thing for you and not just like when you have a birthday or a holiday or whatever. It goes through every single thing, from food to just literally everything. It's a really good book. What's another one that I like? This book, Amy Vanderbilt's new complete book of etiquette. That's another thing about hosting that I'm fascinated by, is like the quote-unquote etiquette and right way to do things, which I'm totally not one of those people, but I love knowing what it is, like the way to set this and the way to do invitations and the way when a wedding comes in, what you're supposed to do, like all those little things. I don't know why I'm fascinated by them, because I'm totally not tied to them. I'm totally not the traditional type of person, not traditional, but I'm totally not like a conservative type of traditional person where like everything has to be a certain way, but for some reason knowing what that old-fashioned way was is super interesting to me. I have some game books. Here's one of them. Has a bunch of games in there. I actually haven't tried any of the games in there that I didn't already know. Got Archer, love Archer, one of my favorite TV shows. And then we got all of my cocktail books. Like I said, I love making cocktails. Obviously that one's a wine book, but my favorite, oh, and this is another entertaining book. This one is, I actually did a Periscope last August about, some of my favorite entertainment books, and this was one of them. However, it's kind of, I believe it's out of print, but if like you run across this, it's by Matthew Mead. It's really like, I consider it like Pinteresty. It has a lot of really great pictures and ideas. Just seeing them all in this book is really gorgeous, and he gives a lot of great details about like how to do things, how much of what you should own if you're going to be like a regular hoster or hostess. Why did I say hoster? If you're going to be like a regular hostess or host. So that's a really great book too. And then this cocktail book, I just happened to find this in Winners. Oh, sorry, HomeSense. It was actually in Winners because there's no HomeSense in Montreal where I'm at. But it's the same company. It's actually the same company as TJ Maxx. I'm not a huge fan of this book because it's really just your basic cocktails, like kind of the cocktails that every bartender should know. But it's very detailed. As you can, like, if you see the cover, it's showing one drink and it's showing each of the steps in picture. That's really helpful if like cocktail creation is something you're interested in, but you don't really know like the mechanics of it other than pouring in things. I would say this is a great book. This one's my favorite. This one, oh dear, I have so many favorites. Okay, I love this one, but I really love this one. I have a bunch of wine books, another cocktail book. This one's actually a classic. Oops, I didn't realize that was upside down. This one's actually a classic, Mr. Boston's Official Bartender's Guide. I believe this is the 75th anniversary version. I don't know completely the history behind Mr. Boston, but if I'm not mistaken, it's it was like one of the first books on cocktails, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this is my small but close to my heart collection. All right, so that was my little collection. It's just something that I really enjoy. It's something I'm passionate about, and I started out of nowhere. I just like had people over for Christmas one year, and it just kept going from there. And I hope there's some of you out there that are interested in this, because it's really just, it lights my fire, it lights my world. I love it. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I love it. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. I know my video is probably a little bit shaky, but I appreciate it. And with that, I bid you farewell until tomorrow for day 5 of VEDA. And stay tuned for more videos such as this about this topic and other topics that I love. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye!